Linguine with clams. Well, technically it's spaghettoni with clams, but just go with it. Fun fact though, this was actually one of Anthony Bourdain's all-time favorite meals, and it's definitely one of mine too. Here's what you'll need. Pasta, shallots, lemon, garlic, butter, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, white wine, parsley, and of course, raw clams. Today I'm using Eastern little neck clams, which I found at my local fish market. I'm only using about 12 clams, but if you're cooking for more people, then I would suggest around 6 to 10 per person. The first thing we want to do is to properly wash and purge our clams. I like to rinse and fill with water, then swirl around a few times. Using my fingers, I try to rub off any sand and grit. By the way, a small brush works way better than your fingers for this. I then add salt and cold water to the bowl and let them sit and naturally purge themselves of any foreign matter, like sand and grit, for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Next, we'll want to prep our shallot. Mince into small pieces and set to the side. Followed by our garlic. I used about 4 cloves here, but I'm only cooking for 2 people, so you may want to use more. Lastly, our parsley. Make sure to chop up a little extra to add in at the very end. We'll want to add olive oil to our Dutch oven, and once it heats up, add in the garlic and onion. And we'll saute them for about 2 minutes until they become fragrant. Continue to stir to avoid burning. I then like to add the red pepper flakes, which is totally optional by the way. Now we'll add in our clams. Add a little salt and pepper. Now we'll add our freshly chopped parsley. Give everything a good mix. Then we'll add a smidge of butter, just for added flavor. Now it's time for the white wine. I'm using a Sauvignon Blanc, but any dry white wine will work. Lastly, I like to add in a little bit of lemon zest, that way we have all that lemon flavor without the added acidity. We'll then want to cover our Dutch oven with the lid and let simmer for about 8 minutes, or until all the clams have opened. Once all the clams have opened, I like to add another smidge of butter and give everything a gentle mix. Once the pasta is cooked to al dente, it's time to add it in. Remember, pasta will always cook about 90% in the pot, and the last 10% in the Dutch oven. Give everything one last mix, top it with fresh parsley, and that's it. Linguine with clams. An incredibly flavorful dish guaranteed to put a smile on the face of anyone who sits at your table. Enjoy.